Hey everybody, this is Nemo and welcome to day 16 of the PrestaShop 101 series. And I believe this will be the final day of the series. So, thanks to all our SEO and visual tweaks, the business is growing. And it's time to hire somebody to do the web work. So luckily PrestaShop comes with a whole series of built-in tools to create a really big shop. So at this point, we want our shop to expand to other countries and languages, but say we only speak English and we need somebody to tackle, for example, the Italian market. We know an Italian guy who can take care of this, but he would rather like to have, say, the back office in its own language, and also we need to add what's called a sales profile for him, so that you can only see specific tabs in the back office. For example, there is no need for him to see the models page. So let's see how to do this. First, I want to check that the Italian language is enabled, and of course you can do this with any language you want. So I will go to localization, languages, and you can see in my installation I have many languages here: Portuguese, English, German, Spanish, French, and Italian. So I will go ahead and enable it. If your language is not listed here, there are multiple things you can do to add it. You can add it this way, and by clicking add new, choosing a name, but you will have to know the ISO code for it, the two-letter one, and you can Google it if you don't know it. The exact language code, for example, a British English is an GB, I believe, while American English is an US. So be sure you know the full language code before you do this. Then you can choose the date format for people using this language, and this will be valid in the front office as well, and the full date format with hours, minutes, and seconds as well. You can choose an image for the flag, and you can see here you have the examples. The picture when there is no flag associated. You can choose if it's a right-to-left language, like for example Arabic, but be aware that this feature is experimental. You can choose if you want to activate or not the language, and to which shop, if you're using multi-store, associated. So I will not do this since Italian is already here. But if you want to know more about this, there are also other ways to add new language, which are also easier than doing it manually. So I will go to localization and localization. You can see that first option here allows us to import a localization pack for any of the listed countries. Of course, there are not all of the world's countries, but many of them. Now you can import different things. So if you're missing states, tax rolls, currencies, and units for a certain country, just come here, and of course a language. Just come here and be sure you click, you select one, say China, and click import. Now I'll do it. Let's see if it works. It might take a while. If it takes too long, I will just stop the video and skip away. Okay, our localization pack should have been imported. Let's see. Languages. And yeah, you can see there are two types of Chinese language. Of course, now if I go to localization currencies, you can see yuan has been added as well as a Chinese currency. So really easy. Now another way to do this is to go to, oh, by the way, you can see now since we imported the new localization pack, some things have been changed automatically. For example, the way unit is this now weirdo. I don't know how to read Chinese, so please forgive me, but you can set it back to what it was before if you do this and something changes. Just be aware of this. Now, let's see how to add, for example, a new language translations. I will go here, and now you can see if you just added a new language manually, let me just show it to you again this way, add new, you will likely be missing translations. Now you can do many things. You can add or update a language only without all the localization stuff from the PrestaShop website directly through a web service using this little form here. You can just choose a language and click add or update a language. Or if you go to the website and click on community, hover on community and click translations, you'll reach this page, and here you can download the language you need. You can also see the PrestaShop version and completion percentage. You download it, then you go here, choose the language pack to import, and of course you select your theme and import it. Just be aware that this can be a bit troublesome at times, but you can choose the preferred method you want. Also, you can finally export a language which is already installed, or copy one over the other if you need to create a new one from scratch and you're doing it for your community, for example. PrestaShop accepted, so if you want to contribute, just feel free to copy over a language if yours is not listed here, and contact PrestaShop so that they can add it eventually to the next version. Now, let's move forward. Italian has been added as a language, or has been enabled in our case, so we need to add the employee at this point. And the way PrestaShop manages employees is through profiles and permissions. There already are a bunch of profiles and permissions, but let's create a new one for the sake of this example. So I will go to administration and profiles. I will add a new profile and I will call it Italian sales, for example. And you can see it's been added in the list here. Again, administration, permissions. Now, permissions you can set permissions for each of the profile you created, and permissions is what grant access to every and each page of your back office for an employee. Say anyone belonging to this Italian sales profile will be able to see add, edit, or delete in the pages here. So for this guy here, we only wanted him to access the orders page and the catalog. Eventually, perhaps the translation tab too, if we don't already have all the text translated into a chosen language, which is Italian in our case. So I will look for orders here, and you can see all, view, edit, delete. If I click all, everything will be selected. So I will just go ahead and add all in orders, and all the sub tabs in orders are visible and editable by this profile. I don't want this guy to be able to edit statuses, order statuses, so I will, for example, disable this, so he shouldn't be able to see the statuses option in the drop-down menu. Also, I set a catalog, so let's enable catalog, and let's look for translations. So localization, translations. Be aware that you need this person to be able to access the main tab. So in this case, localization should be visible, at least. This one should be viewed. Okay, I think we're done. So permissions should have been successfully added at this point. So let's try and create our new employee now. And I will do it by going to Administration, Employees. You can see it's just me at the moment. So I will go ahead and add new. First name, I don't know, something like an Italian name. So I don't know, this is something random. Password is password, and email something like random at ourshop.com. Of course, this doesn't exist, it's just an example. You can choose the admin panel color. Let's add something flashy, something, I don't know, green, flashy green. You can choose the default page for this employee. I'll just leave it as the home page as default. I will just leave the back office width flexible as it's by default. Choose Italian as language. Leave the default theme, of course, we only have one theme. I won't show the screencast. I will set the status to active, and I will choose the Italian sales profile for this guy. Also, as you can see, you can create, if you use multi-store, you can create employees specifically for each of your shops, and I will just leave it as a default set at the moment. I will go ahead and save. Okay, now this has been added as an employee. Let's try, and I'll just copy the email here, and log in. So I will log out, and should be password. Okay, don't worry if you see access denied here. It's because we didn't set up the main dashboard to be visible. So I will go to, for example, catalog products. Let's see if I can do something with iPod Nano. And yeah, you can see, don't worry for these gray boxes. It's because we are in multi-shop feature. So let me select one now. So yeah, we can, let's try iPod Nano. No, the Italian one. When you translate names, just be sure you select the proper language by clicking the language flag, and don't be like me, please. Italian. Okay, save. And let's see, yeah. Okay, so this guy has access to our products page. You can edit products and translate them when necessary. Let's see if he can manage orders. Yep. Let's see, let's change an order status. Yep, it's working. Finally, let's have a look at translation. So translations, you can see it seems that although PrestaShop states the Italian translation is complete, it's actually not. But anyway, when you want to translate something into a language, first, from the first drop-down menu, select the elements that you want to translate. And of course, for the front office is front office. You can translate back office, the error messages, field name. This kind of bugs me. I don't know exactly what this is, so I will just skip it. Sorry. You can translate models, the PDFs, and the email templates. But be aware that by selecting this default, this second drop down too, you can translate template specific strings, and this is particularly important if you can't see translation for a specific module. Now, if you have a third-party module and it has been modified by a custom theme, then there is a chance you only see the original strings in the custom theme. In this case, you just have to click Install Modules, Translations, and be sure you select the theme and then your language. In this way, we are translating the module in the themes folder and not the one in the models folder. Okay, I think we're done with translations and employees. So guys, I think there is nothing else left for PrestaShop basics. So I hope you found this 101 series useful for you. I hope that you learned something. And as always, if you have other questions, feel free to contact me at nemo@nemops.com. Thanks for watching again. I hope you tagged along the whole series, and I will see you in the next series.